basketball here in the boys contest. The Wildcats come in with a 2-1 record. Guthrie Center comes in. I don't know what their record is, but Mike Maloney and Jake Olson will jump center. We're ready to play ball. The tip is controlled by Guthrie Center. In the backcourt for the Tigers, a shot over the top is good by number 51, Corey Parker. Quick break at the other end, Fisher. Jeremy Fisher with the bucket for the Cats, and we're tied here, 2-2. Drive, kick the ball in the middle to the big guy. The shot over Maloney is good. Number 55, Jake Olson. Ulrich with the ball for the Wildcats. Quickly down court in the corner to Michelson. Michelson pulls up, spins, puts a shot that's up off the glass. A good ball tipped around, and finally controlled by Olson. Quickly down court. Shot off the glass too hard. Ball tipped around. A controlled block out of bounds by Maloney. Maloney on the block. Guthrie Center kicks it back out front to Jason Kent. In the middle to Olson. Back to Mahoney. Can't get that one. The ball tipped in by Parker. 6-2 your score. Glidden Ralston trails into Maloney. Maloney has the ball stolen away by Kent. He pulls up, puts a shot up off the glass, no good. Douglas with the rebound for the Wildcats. Quickly down court. Douglas drives, puts a shot that's going to be up and in. Brad Douglas. A flat-footed shot, threw it up and it dropped in. In the middle, Parker, ball tipped around. Ball tipped around, no good, and a foul underneath on Maloney. And that'll put Olson to the line to shoot two. First foul on Maloney. Olson to shoot two shots here. 6:38 left in the first half, in the first quarter. 6-4 your score. Guthrie Center leads the Wildcats. First free throw is up and in. 4 points by Olson. Second one is up and also in. Guthrie Center with full court pressure. Ulrich has the ball taken away on the steal. Off to Olson. His shot over Maloney is no good. Ball tipped around, and it'll be knocked out of bounds by Ulrich. And Guthrie Center will put the ball in play. Matt Olson to put the ball in play. He throws it right into Jeremy Fisher for the Wildcats. Fisher will bring the ball down court. Back to Douglas out front to Ulrich. 6:23. Douglas with the ball in the corner to Fisher. Fisher will kick it back out front to Ulrich. Ulrich sets up the offense. Ulrich drives, kicks the ball back to Fisher into Douglas. Douglas will drive in the lane, put a shot that's up and in. Brad Douglas picks up his fourth point. 8-6 your score here. 6:01 to play in the opening quarter. Simpson brings it down off to shot from outside, no good. Fisher off with a rebound for the Wildcats. Quickly down court, drives in, puts it back out front. Ulrich comes up with a loose shot, puts the shot off the glass, it's good. Rod Ulrich, and we're tied at 8. Simpson has the ball tipped away, and a foul is going to be called on number 32. That'll be the second team foul on the Wildcats. Jody Bell will check in the ball game, replacing Maloney at the center position for the Wildcats. And Matt Olson will put the ball in play for the Tigers. In the corner to Parker. His shot from outside off the rim, no good. Michelson with the rebound. Off to Ulrich, down court to Douglas. Douglas drives, puts a shot, no good. Ball tipped around. Douglas gets the ball back. Has it tipped away. Michelson with the ball, and he's going to be called for traveling. And Glidden Ralston will turn the ball back over. Kent brings the ball down court. Ball tipped around by Olson in the corner to Parker. Back in the center to Olson. Olson turns around. He pulls it up. Ball tipped around. Olson with the rebound. The ball spins around and drops in. Olson on the bucket. We have a foul call on Ulrich. That'll turn the ball back over to the Tigers. And Olson will put the ball in play. 5:04 left here in the opening quarter. 10-8 your score. Olson with the ball across to Kent. Kent will bring the ball, bounce it out to Parker. Parker in the middle to Olson. There's his back shot off the basket. No good. Ball tipped around. Knocked back out by Michelson. Kent's shot from outside is good. Simpson on the bucket. Douglas with the inbound pass off to Fisher. Fisher pitches across to Michelson. Michelson back out to Douglas. Douglas a three-pointer from outside. Off the back of the rim, no good. Tipped around, controlled by Olson for the Tigers. Quickly down court to Matt Olson. He drives, spins, puts the shot off the glass. No good ball tipped around underneath, but controlled by Parker. His shot off the glass is good. Corey Parker, 14-8 your score. Glidden Ralston trails Guthrie Center here, 4:18 to play in the opening quarter. Douglas will inbound to Ulrich. Ulrich down court to Bell. Bell shot off the glass is good. Jody Bell with his first bucket. Parker kicks it back out to Kent. Kent's three-pointer from outside off the rim, no good. Bell with the rebound for the Wildcats. Off to Douglas. Douglas bounces the ball around. It's going to be picked up by Kent. Good drive and put the shot off the glass. It's good. Jacob Kent with his first bucket. He's down court. Across to Bell. Bell shot off the glass, and he's going to be fouled underneath by Kent. And that'll send Jody Bell to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. 3:47 left here. 16-10 your score. Glidden Ralston trails. And Jody Bell will be at the free throw line to shoot 2. Bell's first free throw is off the back of the iron, no good. 2 substitutions in for Guthrie Center as Matt Olson will check out. Mike Maloney will check in for Michael Michelson. And Jody Bell still at the free throw line to shoot the second shot. Bell's second free throw is up and off the glass, no good. Maloney tips the rebound off to Fisher. His shot is going to be no good. An offensive foul called underneath on Fisher. And Glidden Ralston will call timeout here with 3:44 left in the opening quarter. The score, Guthrie Center 16, Glidden Ralston 10. Chuck's Body Shop can have your car looking and acting like new again with their Chief Easy Liner, the revolutionary collision repair system that reverses the collision process until your car is square in the line. Also, get expert painting and refinishing service at Chuck's Body Shop, Highway 30 in Carroll. Now, Olson will put the ball in play for the Tigers. He'll inbound it to Steenson. Steenson quickly down court, bounces it off to Parker. Parker puts it in the middle, and a foul going to be called. The bucket will count. Olson on the bucket and the foul. That'll be the second foul on Maloney. And we'll put Olson at the free throw line to shoot 1. Olson's free throw is up off the rim, no good. Douglas off with the rebound for the Wildcats across to Fisher. Fisher pulls up, puts a shot off the glass. It's good. Jeremy Fisher with his 4th point. Kent will bring a ball kick by Ulrich as Steenson tried to pass to Heeman. Heeman and Walker in the ball game for the Tigers. And Olson will put the ball in play into Walker. Walker drives, puts a shot that's up off the glass and good. Ryan Walker with his first bucket. Douglas inbounds to Maloney. Maloney's shot is going to be on the out-of-bounds line. It'll belong back to the Wildcats. No basket, no basket. 3:13 left here in the first quarter. 20-12 your score. Glidden Ralston trails in the contest. Douglas' inbound pass is taken away, and Douglas is going to foul Corey Parker. And that'll send Parker to the free throw line to shoot 2. First foul on Brad Douglas. Corey Parker will shoot 2. First free throw by Parker is up and in. Matt Olson checks in for Jake Olson. And Corey Parker will shoot the second free throw to give Guthrie Center a 10-point lead. His free throw is up and in. Steve Stringingham will check in for The Tigers, Maloney will check out, and Michelson will check in for the Wildcats. Douglas to inbound for the Cats. Douglas into Ulrich. Ulrich will bring the ball down across the timeline and drive in the lane. Bounce it off to Fisher. Fisher drives, puts a shot that's up off the ground. Bell with the rebound, and a jump ball called underneath. The ball will belong to the Wildcats. Jeremy Fisher to trigger the inbound pass. Fisher inbounds to Michelson. Michelson back out front to Ulrich. And out front to Douglas. Back to Ulrich. Glidden Ralston sets the offensive play. Douglas, cross ball tipped around. Ulrich drinks the ball back. Kicks it across court to Fisher. In the middle to Michelson. Ball tipped around, controlled by Guthrie center. Off to Steenson. Steenson brings it down court. Kicks the ball stolen away by Fisher. Jeremy Fisher will pull it up, drive, and put a shot that's up and in. Jeremy Fisher with his 6th point. 22-14 your score. Back out front to Kent, in the middle to Olesen. Olesen shot over Michelson. It's no good. Bell high for the rebound. Off to Ulrich. Ulrich will bring the ball quickly down court for the Wildcats. Off to Bell. Bell can't control the pass. And Walker will come up with a loose ball. Off to Steenson. Steenson drives in the middle, kicks it back out to Heeman. In the back out front, his shot from outside is good. A 2-pointer by Ryan Walker. Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds by Olesen. 24-14 your score. 10-point Guthrie Center lead. 1:53 left to play here in the opening quarter. Brad Douglas will put the ball in play for the Wildcats. Number 15, Jacob Kent, checks back in the ball game for Scott Steenson. And Brad Douglas will put the ball in play for the Wildcats. Back out front to Ulrich, in the corner to Fisher. Fisher's little pull-up jump shot is up and in. Jeremy Fisher picks up his 8th point. 8-point, Glidden Ralston trails by 8, 24-16. Bounce pass to Heeman. Heeman dribbles, pulls up, puts a jump shot that's up off the front of the rim. No good. Ball tipped around. Finally controlled by Michelson. And Michelson will be fouled by Heeman. That'll be the 2nd team foul on Guthrie Center. And give Glidden Ralston the ball out of bounds underneath their basket. Langenfeld will check in the ball game, replacing Douglas. Langenfeld replaces Bell. And Douglas will inbound for the Cats. Into Fisher. Fisher off to Ulrich. Ulrich across the timeline. In the corner of Michelson. Michelson drives. And a blocking foul called underneath on Matt Olesen. That'll be the 3rd team foul. And that'll give Glidden Ralston the ball out of bounds underneath their basket. Brad Douglas to put the ball in play here. 1:23 to play in the opening quarter. Douglas inbounds, and a foul going to be called against Ryan Walker. That'll be the 4th team foul on Guthrie Center. And Douglas will try to inbound it again. Douglas kicks it back out front to Ulrich. Ulrich off to Fisher. Fisher has, we're going to have a line violation or a foul. No, a foul called on Steve Stringingham. That'll be the 5th team foul on the Tigers with 1:15 to play here in the opening quarter. Douglas will inbound for the Cats. Kicks it into Ulrich. Ulrich will call out the play, and then he will kick the ball. Ball tipped around, controlled by Fisher. Fisher pulls up a 3-pointer. It's off the back of the rim, no good. It'll belong to the Tigers. Out of bounds underneath the Glidden Ralston basket. Ball bounced in and tipped around and finally controlled by Heeman, or Walker, back out front to Kent. To Heeman into Olesen. Olesen's little left-hander hook shot is good. Matt Olesen with his first bucket. Fisher on the layup. The shot is up and in. Jeremy Fisher with his 10th point. Back to an 8-point ball game. Kent into Olesen. Olesen's shot over Michelson is good. Olesen back to Fisher. Fisher fakes puts the shot up, and he'll be called for a traveling violation. Maloney will check in for Michelson. A 10-point Guthrie Center lead, 28-18 here, 31 seconds left. Kent brings it across court to Heeman. Walker on a drive, pulls up, puts a jump shot that's up and in. Ryan Walker with his sixth shot. Fisher with the layup is good. Jeremy Fisher. 20-30 your score. Walker has the ball tipped away by Ulrich. Off to Walker and a foul called on Kent. That'll be the 15th foul with 9 seconds left to play here in the opening quarter. Glidden Ralston will put the ball in play. Brad Douglas to put the ball in play here with 16 fouls on both teams. Douglas will inbound for the Wildcats. Douglas kicks it back to Fisher. Fisher will get it across the timeline to Ulrich. Ulrich's little jump shot from outside is good. Rod Ulrich at his 4th point. And the first quarter will come to an end. And your score, Glidden Ralston 22, Guthrie Center 30. Stone Lumber Company in Glidden is the place to go for home or business building supplies. They carry a full line of building materials. Take advantage of their free delivery. Call 659-3795, Stone Lumber, West 1st Street in Glidden. The Tigers will put the ball in play at half-court line. Kent will trigger the inbound to Steenson. Steenson comes down, puts it into Olesen. Olesen in the corner to Kent. Kent's shot from outside is good. I don't know whether they give him a 3 or a 2. Evidently, they only give him a 2 because it's back to a 10-point ball game. Ulrich with the draw into, and they're going to have a foul called on Kent. Jacob Kent, bucket at the other end, a foul on this end. That's his 3rd foul. And we'll put Rod Ulrich at the free throw line to shoot 2. Rod Ulrich with 5 points. Kent will sit down and Heeman will check in for the Tigers. And Rod Ulrich will shoot 2 from the free throw line. Ulrich's first free throw is up and in. Michael Michelson checks in the ball game, replacing Jeremy Fisher. Second free throw here by Ulrich is up and off the front of the rim. No good. Ball tipped around. Heeman with the rebound for the Tigers. Steenson brings it quickly down court back to Heeman. Heeman throws it in the corner to Parker. Parker will bounce the ball, pull a jump shot up over. No good. Olesen with the rebound, and his follow-up shot is good. Olesen with his 10. Ulrich turns around, puts a little jump shot that's up and in. Rod Ulrich, 25-34, 9-point lead, and Guthrie Center will turn the ball over as Steenson travels, and Guthrie Center will call timeout here. 7:10 left to play in the first half. 34-25 your score. Guthrie Center leads Glidden Ralston. First National Bank in Glidden is your full-service bank for all your checking and savings needs. See them for loans for your business or farm operation. First National Bank in Glidden has an in-house computer system and convenient banking hours. The First National Bank in Glidden, member FDIC. Center timeout, and Brad Douglas will put the ball in play for the Cats. He puts it into Ulrich. Ulrich has the ball tipped around and stolen by Olesen. Olesen with a shot off the glass. No good. It's tipped around. And finally controlled by Olesen. His shot off the glass is good. Or Parker with his 10th point. Douglas with the drive. Puts a shot that's partially blocked. Tipped around. Maloney comes in, grabs the ball. Douglas with the ball off the glass is good. Brad Douglas with his 6 points. 36-27 your score. Parker with the ball for the Tigers. Into Olesen. Olesen shot over Maloney. No good. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll belong to the Wildcats. Douglas to put the ball in play. 9-point Guthrie Center lead. 6:33 left here in the half. Ulrich will bring the ball down court for the Wildcats. Gets it across the timeline to Douglas, into Maloney. Maloney shut off the glass. It's no good. Maloney can't get the rebound. Michelson with the rebound. Spins around. He'll be fouled underneath by Parker. Parker on the foul, and he'll send Michelson to the free throw line. First foul on Parker. And Michelson will be at the free throw line to shoot 2. Ulrich checks out, and Hooten will check in for the Wildcats, or Fisher, excuse me. Michelson to shoot 2. First one is up and off the back of the iron, no good. 6:18 to play here in the opening half. Michelson's second free throw up and in. Jody Bell will check in the ball game, replacing Maloney. And Olson will put the ball in play. To Parker, off to Kent. Kent across court. Ball is tipped around, and it's going to be ripped down by Bell. A jump ball called underneath. And the ball belonged to the Wildcats. Douglas will inbound. Fisher will bring the ball across the timeline. 8-point ball game. The ball tipped around and controlled by Guthrie center. Olson on the tip, or Parker on the tip. In the middle to Olson. And he's going to be called for traveling. That'll turn the ball back to the Wildcats. Douglas inbounds it to Fisher. Fisher brings it across the timeline. Bounce pass back to Langefeld to Ulrich. Across to Michelson. Michelson spins, puts a shot up, and he'll be hammered underneath by Olson. That'll be the second foul on Olson, I believe. And we'll put Michelson back at the free throw line to shoot 2. Michelson to shoot 2. 36-28 your score here. 5:46 to play in the first half. Michelson's first free throw is up and in. 2 points from Michelson. Second free throw coming. It's up and also in. Olson inbounds to Kent. Kent bounce passes down to Parker. Parker spins around, puts a shot up the glass. No good. Ball tipped around underneath. And will be run down by Douglas. Douglas off to Fisher. He's going to be called for double dribble. And that will turn the ball back over to Guthrie Center. 6-point Guthrie Center lead. 36-30 your score here. 5:34 to play and a half. Olson with the ball off to Kent. Ball tipped around and followed through by Steedson. Langefeld will bring the ball across the timeline for the Wildcats. In the middle to Michelson, back to Douglas. Back out front to Jeremy Fisher. Jeff Langefeld with the ball back to Fisher. In the middle to Douglas. Douglas drives, pulls, puts a shot that's blocked. And Olson's going to be called for traveling. As Parker will be called for traveling. Ball will belong back to the Wildcats underneath their basket. And Brad Douglas will check out, and Jeff Sparks will check in. Langefeld out and Ulrich back in for the Wildcats. Fisher will trigger the inbound for the Wildcats here. A 4:54 and a half. 38-30 your score. Fisher gets it back out front to Ulrich. Across to Sparks. In the corner to Fisher. Back to Sparks. Back out front to Ulrich. Glidden Ralston with the ball. 4:44 left to play here in the opening quarter. In the bell, the ball skips out of bounds, and it belongs to the Wildcats. As Walker tips the ball out of bounds for the Tigers. Jeremy Fisher will inbound for the Cats. Bounces it into Ulrich. Ulrich will pull up for the three-pointer up from outside. It's no good. Ball tipped around. Controlled by Parker on the boards. Parker will take one dribble, kick it off to Steenson, and Steenson will bring it quickly down court. He'll pull up and bounce it into Olson. Back to Parker, into Olson. Olson's spot is going to be partially blocked, and a foul called on Jody Bell. will send Jake Olson to the line to shoot 2. 7 fouls apiece. 38-30 the score. And Matt Olson will check back in the ball game, replacing Travis Heeman. Bill Breyer will check in the ball game for Michael Michelson. 4:22 to play here. And Jake Olson at the free throw line with 10 points, a chance to add to it. His first one rolls off the front of the iron, no good. Second free throw coming. Olson's second free throw is off the iron, no good. Sparks with the rebound. Off to Ulrich. Ulrich will quickly bring it down the court. Pulls up, puts a jump shot that's up off the front of the iron, no good. We have another foul called underneath on Jody Bell. And that'll put Scott Steenson at the free throw line to shoot 2. Second foul on Bell. And Maloney will check back in the ball game, replacing Bell. Here with 4:13 to play, 38-30 your score. Glidden Ralston trails Guthrie Center in the contest. Scott Steenson at the free throw line to shoot 2. Steenson's first free throw is up and in. 5 points for Steenson. Douglas will check back in the ball game for Sparks. Second free throw coming by Scott Steenson. 39-30 your score. Steenson's second free throw off the iron, no good. Maloney rips the rebound down, kicks it out to Ulrich quick. Ulrich will pull up for a little jump shot that's up and no good. Ball tipped around and controlled by Breitert. Breitert spins. This shot's blocked by Olson. Olson will kick it off to Parker. Parker off to Steenson. Steenson will bring him down court. Parker with the ball for the Tigers. Have it kick it back out front to Steenson. Into Parker. Parker drives, puts a shot over Maloney. Looks good. Corey Parker with his 12th point. And Ulrich will quickly bring the call down court. 41-40 the score. 41-30 the score. Ulrich with the ball. Back to Douglas. Douglas will pull up, put a shot that's going to be up off the iron. No good. Ball tipped around. And a foul going to be called on Parker underneath. That'll be the 7th team foul. Will put Bill Breitert at the free throw line to shoot 2. Breitert to shoot 2. 41-30 your score. Guthrie Center on top by 11. 3:23 left to play here in the half. Breitert's free throw is up off the front of the iron. No good. Second free throw coming by Breitert is up and in. Basket count. We have a foul called underneath on Maloney. And that will put Ryan Walker at the free throw line to shoot 2. The third foul on Mike Maloney. Walker to shoot 2. First one is up off the back of the iron, no good. 41-31. Michael Michelson will check in the ball game, replacing Maloney. Walker, second free throw coming. It's up and off the back of the iron, no good. Breyer with the rebound, has the ball knocked away, but Douglas comes up with a loose ball for the Wildcats. Douglas drives in the lane, puts a shot off the glass. It's no good. And a foul called on Matt Olson underneath. And that'll send Brad Douglas to the free throw line to shoot 2. .3:17 left here in the half. Both teams in the bonus. 10-point Guthrie Center lead. 41-31. Brad Douglas to shoot 2. First one is up and in. Douglas with 7 points. Second free throw coming. It's up, but off the back of the iron. No good. Ball tipped around and controlled by Heeman for Guthrie Center. In the corner to pushes it inside. Ball tipped around. Ball knocked away. Ulrich with the ball off to Fisher. Fisher layup is good. Jeremy Fisher picks up his 14th point. Steenson drives, bounces it off to Olson. Olson shot over Michelson. Basket will not count. Offensive foul. Call on Olson. Basket. Did they count the basket? Basket did not count. 34-41 your score as Breitert will check out and Langenfeld will check in the ball game for the Cats. Ulrich will bring the ball down court for the Wildcats. Ulrich gets it across the timeline, bounces it to Langenfeld. Langenfeld across to Fisher. Fisher shot up the glass is good. Jeremy Fisher with his 16th point brings Glidden Ralston back to within 5, 41-36. Steal by Ulrich. Ulrich off to Fisher. Fisher shot off the glass is no good. And Olson with the rebound. Back out front to Kent. Kent will kick it outside to Heeman. Heeman with a three-pointer. Or Walker with a three-pointer. Basket ripped out. Fisher with the bucket. And Jeremy Fisher will go to the free throw line. And a chance for the three-point play. A chance to bring it back to a 5-point ball game. 44-38 to score here with 2:12 to play in the half. Jeremy Fisher at the free throw line to shoot one. Fisher's free throw is up off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound off by Matt Olson. Ball quickly down court. Shot is up and in. Coast to coast by Kent. He picks up his 6th point. Langenfeld's three-pointer from outside is good. Jeff Langenfeld with his first bucket, a three-pointer. Olson in the middle, and he's going to be called for traveling. Guthrie Center will turn it over. 1:51 to play. 46-41 your score. Glidden Ralston with a chance to cut the lead to 3 or 4. In the corner to Fisher. Back out front to Douglas. Douglas to Ulrich. Ulrich will bounce the ball around, drive it in length, kick it off. It'll be kicked by Olson. 1:37 to play. 46-41 your score. Guthrie Center on top. Brad Douglas will trigger the inbound pass for the Wildcats into Fisher. Fisher kicks it back to Ulrich. Glidden Ralston into Douglas. Douglas turns, fakes, puts a shot that's going to be up and no good. But a foul going to be called on Olson. That'll be his 3rd. And we'll put Brad Douglas at the free throw line to shoot 2. Jake Olson's 3rd foul here in the first half, and Brad Douglas will be at the free throw line to shoot 2. Douglas's first one is up and in. 8 points tonight for Douglas. Back to a 4-point ball game. Douglas with a chance to bring it to a 3-point. His shot is in around, no good. Ball tipped around. Finally controlled by Olson. Off to Heeman, back to Kent. And Kent will bring the ball into Parker. Parker kicks it into Olson. Olson throws it back to Parker. And a 3-second foul. 3-second foul on Guthrie Center. They'll turn it over and give the ball back to the Wildcats. Glidden Ralston, 1:09 left to play here in the half. Douglas with the ball for the Cats. Thinks about the 3-point shot. Kicks it underneath to Langenfeld. Langenfeld's shot is blocked out of bounds by Matt Olson. And Glidden Ralston will control here. 59 seconds left. Douglas will inbound for the Cats. Kicks it back out front to Ulrich. Ulrich with 56 seconds left. Back to Langenfeld, back to Ulrich. Glidden Ralston may play for one shot in the corner to Fisher. Back out front to Ulrich. Ulrich drives into Michelson. The ball's off of Michelson, out of bounds. 44 seconds to play. Jake Olson will put the ball in play for the Tigers. He puts it into Kent. Kent will bring the ball quickly down court. Off to Matt Olson. Ball knocked around. for the steal. Olson with the ball in the middle to Jake Olson. His shot is going to be no good, but he's fouled by Michelson. That'll be Michael Michelson's first foul, and will send Jake Olson to the free throw line to shoot two. 46-42 the score. 31 seconds left here in the first half. Olson's first free throw is up off the front of the rim and rolls around, drops in. Second free throw by Olson is also good. Back to an 6-point Guthrie Center lead. 28 seconds to play here in the first half. Ulrich with the ball off to Douglas. Douglas with 21 seconds back out to Ulrich. Back to Douglas, 17 seconds to play, 48-42 the score. Ulrich drives, kicks the ball into Ulrich, back to Fisher. Fisher's three-pointer from outside is off the iron, no good. Ball tipped around by Fisher, his shot's no good. A push underneath. Michelson gets shoved, and Guthrie Center will call timeout with 3.8 seconds left in your score, 48-22. And Guthrie Center will put the ball in play. Olson will inbound, bounces it to Parker. Shot that's going to go off, no good. Kent with the shot. Your first quarter, your first half will come to an end. The score, Guthrie Center 48, Glidden Ralston 42. Half a play here as soon as the timers get the clock ready to go. 48-42 your score. Guthrie Center on top. And Guthrie Center will put the ball in play as we'll start the second half. Jacob Kent to inbound. As soon as we get the debris all clear off the floor, we'll be ready to play basketball here. Ulrich, Fisher, Maloney, Douglas, and Michelson on the court for the Wildcats. Bounce pass back to in the corner. Ball tipped around underneath. Ball partially blocked by Maloney. And it'll belong to the Wildcats as it's out of bounds off of Steenson. Douglas will inbound for the Cats. Into Ulrich. Ulrich will pull up and then get it across the timeline. Pull up, fakes the three-pointer. Will kick it back to Fisher. Back out front to Ulrich. 48-42 the score. Ulrich kicks it across court to Fisher into Maloney. Back out front to Ulrich in the corner to Douglas. Douglas drives in a lane, puts a shot that's going to be up, and the basket will count.
Nice shot.
Douglas's ball. The ball falls. The shot goes, and that'll be the fourth foul on Jake Olson. And that'll be the fourth foul on Olson. And Brad Douglas will be at the free throw line to shoot one. We'll get the officials straightened out here real quick. The ball went in the basket. Bucket will count. 48-44 the score. And Douglas will be at the free throw line to shoot one. After we get everything straightened out here, 7:27 to play. Douglas will put the shot up, and it's up and in. Douglas with his 11th point. Double team. And Kent steps out of bounds. That'll be a turnover. And we'll give Glidden Ralston back the ball. 48-45 your score here. 7:23 left to play in the third quarter. Douglas will inbound to Ulrich. The Fisher bounce pass into Maloney. Maloney spins, puts the shot that's going to be up and in. Maloney's bucket will count. Maloney's first bucket. And a foul called Steenson. Second team foul, and we're back to a one-point ball game. Maloney with a chance to tie. Maloney's free throw is up off the rim, no good. Parker with the rebound for the Tigers. Off to Steenson. Steenson will bring it across the timeline. And then threw it in the corner to Parker into Olson. Olson spins, puts a shot over Maloney, no good. Follow-up shot by Walker is good. Ulrich will bring the ball across the timeline for the Wildcats. Kicks it off to Fisher. Fisher drives, pulls up, puts a jump shot that's up, it's no good. Ball tipped around and controlled by Steenson off to Kent. His shot is in and out, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds by Guthrie Center. It'll belong to the Wildcats. And Guthrie Center will call timeout here with 6:44 left to play in the third quarter. Your score, Guthrie Center 50, Glidden Ralston 47. Guthrie Center timeout. Glidden Ralston will put the ball in play. Douglas to inbound into Ulrich. Back to Douglas. Douglas will bring the ball down court across the timeline. Behind the back dribble, drives in. We're going to have an offensive foul called on Douglas. That'll turn the ball back over to give the ball back to the Tigers with 6:38 left here in the third quarter. 3-point Guthrie Center lead, 50-47. Kent kicks the ball across court to Heeman. Heeman pulls up, puts a long three-pointer up, it's in and out, no good. Fisher with the rebound on the fast break. He'll slow it down, kick it across court to Ulrich. Ulrich will give it back to Fisher. Back out to Ulrich. Ulrich will drive, has the ball knocked out of bounds by Kent. Glidden Ralston will inbound underneath their own basket. Fisher to inbound for the Wildcats. Fisher, ball tipped out of bounds by Walker. Glidden Ralston will have the ball back. To Douglas. Douglas' three-pointer from outside is off the rim. Maloney with the rebound. The follow-up, no good. Olson off with the rebound. And a double dribble going to be called against Jacob Kent. That'll turn the ball back to the Wildcats. Travis Heeman will check in the ball game. Douglas will pull the trigger on the inbound pass for the Wildcats. Into Ulrich. Ulrich will get the ball across the timeline. Stolen away by Steenson. Steenson, a foul called on Fisher for reaching in. Steenson will be shooting, or Walker will be shooting, excuse me. Walker's free throw is up and in. 12 points for Walker. Guthrie Center creeps out to a 4-point lead. Second free throw by Walker is off the rim, no good. Ball ripped down by Maloney off to Ulrich, and he'll get it across the timeline. 47-51. And an over and back called against the Wildcats. The ball will belong to Guthrie Center at half court. Walker to put the ball in play into Steenson. Steenson has the ball tipped by Douglas, but it come up. The shot is over. Maloney is good. And Glidden Ralston turns the ball back over again. And a foul going to be called on Ulrich. That'll be the third team foul on the Wildcats and give Guthrie Center the ball out of bounds right in front of their bench. Ryan Walker to put the ball in play for the Tigers. Kicks it into Steenson. Steenson will get it across the center line. Kicks it in the corner to Parker. Parker around Bell. Puts a shot that's up and in. Corey Parker picks up his 14th point. Douglas inbounds to Ulrich. Ulrich in the corner to Fisher. Fisher pulls up, puts a jump shot that's up off the rim, no good. We got a foul called underneath on Parker. That'll be the third team foul on Guthrie Center. his third, as Guthrie Center's big men are getting in foul trouble. Olson on the bench with 4. Now Parker picks up his third. Jeremy Fisher will sit down and Jeff Langenfeld in for the Cats. Douglas will inbound to Maloney. Ball tipped around and controlled by Parker. Off to Stevenson. 47-55 the score. Walker, as the ball's taken away, knocked out of bounds, will belong to the Wildcats. Douglas will inbound for the Cats. Douglas into Maloney. Maloney across court to Ulrich. Ulrich will bring it down court. 55-47 the score here. 4:48 left in the third quarter. Langenfeld drives around, throws across court to Maloney. Maloney drives in the lane, pulls up, puts a jump shot that's up and in. Mike Maloney with his fourth shot, with his fourth point. Back to a 5-point lead. In the corner, into Olson. His shot is tipped around and knocked down, and we're going to have a jump ball called underneath between Stinson and Langenfeld. The ball will belong to the Wildcats, and Douglas will put the ball in play. Douglas to inbound for the Cats. Into Ulrich. Ulrich gets it across the timeline, off to Langenfeld. Langenfeld pulls up, puts a jump shot that's up and in. And a foul called. Langenfeld with the bucket for his 5th point. And a foul called underneath on Ryan Walker. That'll be 4 on Walker, I believe. And Michael Michelson will check in the ball game, replacing Mike Maloney. 3rd foul on Walker. And Jake Olson will check back in the ball game for the Tigers. Langenfeld to trigger the inbound pass. He throws it away. And the layup by Stevenson is good. Ulrich brings the ball across the timeline, and he's going to be fouled by Stevenson. And that'll be the 15th foul. And give the ball to Glidden Ralston. They'll put it in play right in front of their own basket. 57-51 the score. Guthrie Center on top by 6 here. 4:07 to play. In the bell. Douglas drives in, pulls up. He'll throw it back out front to Ulrich. Ulrich will set up the play. Ulrich gets it out to Michelson, back to Douglas. Douglas drives. Shots blocked and a foul called on Parker. And that'll be 4 on Parker. And they'll put Brad Douglas at the free throw line to shoot 2. Stingham will check in the ball game, replacing Parker. Brad Douglas at the line to shoot 2. Guthrie Center, 2 big men in trouble with 4 fouls. Douglas's free throw is up and in. Douglas with 12 points tonight. Second free throw coming. Chance to cut it to a 4-point ball game. Douglas's free throw is up and in. And Guthrie Center goes up by 4. Olson with the ball off across to Heeman. Heeman, and he's going to be fouled by Langenfeld. That'll be the 4th foul on the Wildcats. And will give Guthrie Center the ball out of bounds at half court. Stringham to put the ball in play for the Tigers. 3:39 to play here in the third quarter. In the quarter to Heeman, into Olson. Olson off to Olson. His shot is good. Matt Olson with his 6th point. Ulrich will bring the ball down court for the Wildcats. Off to Douglas. In the corner to Michelson. Into Douglas. His shot off the glass is good. Brad Douglas with the back door picks up his 15th point. 3:14 left to play here in the third quarter. 59-55 the score. Ball stolen or tipped by Douglas and off to Stringham. Douglas with the steal. Douglas down court, double dribbles, gets it up, and he'll be fouled by Stevenson. I think that'll be 4 on Stevenson. And we'll put Brad Douglas back at the free throw line to shoot 2. 3 fouls on Stevenson. Brad Douglas at the line to shoot 2. And Kent will check back in the ball game, replacing Matt Olson. Brad Douglas will still be shooting 2 free throws. 3:01 left to play here in a slow third quarter. Douglas's first free throw up and in. Douglas with 16 points here in the contest. 59-56 to score. Chance to cut it to a 2-point ball game. Douglas's free throw is up and off in. Back to a 2-point ball game. Olson off to get it across to Heeman. Heeman will get it across the timeline. In the corner to Heeman. His shot from outside rolls around. No good. Michelson with the rebound. Michelson off to Douglas. Douglas drives, pulls up at the free throw line, puts a shot that's in and out. No good. Kent with the rebound. Steenson down court. Bounces it into Olson. Back to ball blocked away. Langenfeld on the steal. Off to Bell. Bell shot a reverse layup. No good. Douglas with the rebound. His follow-up is good. Brad Douglas with his 19th point ball game. We're tied up at 59-18. Olson in the lane. He's going to be called for a travel. No basket. No basket. That basket will not count. On the travel, Glidden Ralston will get the ball back. And Brad Douglas will put the ball in play for the Wildcats. Parker will check back in the ball game, replacing Stingham. Parker back in with 4 and Olson with 4. Douglas inbounds to Langenfeld. Langenfeld will bring it down to the timeline. Langenfeld across the timeline. Bounce pass to Fisher in the middle of Michelson. Michelson spins, moves, puts a shot up the glass, to drop. Michael Michelson gives Glidden Ralston the lead. They're in, and a foul call on Langenfeld. Steenson with the bucket to tie it up, and that'll put Steenson at the free throw line to shoot 1. Second foul on Langenfeld. Steenson with a chance to give Guthrie Center back to lead here, 61-61, 157 left to play in the third quarter. Steenson's free throw is up and in. 10 points for Scott Steenson. Guthrie Center goes back on top by 1, 62-61. Langenfeld with the ball into Douglas. Douglas drives, pulls, puts a jump shot that's up and in. Brad Douglas with his 15 point. Steenson in the corner to Olson and ran off with his foul. And that'll be all. That'll be all for Corey Parker. That'll be his 5th foul. 5th foul on Parker. He'll check out. Douglas. Will put the ball in play as Corey Parker fouls out of the ball game here with 1:39 left in the third quarter. Douglas will put the ball in play for the Cats. And Glidden Ralston with a 1-point lead, 63-62. Langenfeld will bring it across the center line. Off to Fisher. Fisher in the middle of Michelson. Michelson pins, puts a shot that's off the glass. No good. Ball tipped around and controlled by Heeman. And Steenson will bring it down court off to Heeman. Heeman will drive in, put a shot that's going to be up and partially blocked. Langenfeld with the rebound and a jump ball called. No basket. Jump ball called underneath. The ball will belong to the Tigers. Jeremy Fisher will check back in the ball game. And Guthrie Center will put the ball in play. Kick it back out front to Steenson. In the corner to shot from outside, a three-pointer by Scott Kent. Douglas. Fisher will get across, drives in a lane, puts a shot that's up and no good. An offensive foul call on Jeremy Fisher. Guthrie Center now with a 2-point lead. It'll be the 16th foul on the Wildcats, and Olson will put the ball in play for the Tigers. Steenson will bring it down court. Bounces it in the middle. Heeman with another three-pointer from outside. It's off the rim. No good. Ball tipped around and controlled out of bounds. It'll belong to Guthrie Center. As it's off of Douglas out of bounds. Heeman will put the ball in play. Ulrich and Maloney to check in the ball game for Douglas and Bell. And Heeman will put the ball in play with 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Kicks it all the way back out front to Steenson. Steenson in the middle to Olson. Olson drives, puts a shot that's off the glass, no good. Ball tipped around and partially blocked by Maloney. Langenfeld has the ball taken away from him. Into Steenson, and Olson, who shot off the glass, is good. 67-63 your score. Guthrie Center out to a 4-point lead. Glidden Ralston will play for one. In the corner to Fisher. Back out front to Langenfeld. To Maloney. Into Michelson. Michelson will kick it into Maloney. Back out to Ulrich. 9 seconds. Ulrich puts a shot that's up and off the rim. No good. Michelson with the rebound. This follow-up off the glass is no good. Ball tipped around. Finally controlled and kicked by Ulrich. It'll belong to Guthrie Center with 1.3 seconds left. 67-63 the score. Olson will inbound for the Tigers. He kicks it in. Heeman with a long shot at the buzzer. That's good. A three-pointer by Heeman. By Walker. A three-point at the buzzer. Puts him on top of the line. 70-63 as the third quarter comes to an end. Get a yard full of savings on great white outdoor lawnmowers from your white dealer, Lindy Equipment. Your white dealer has America's most wanted line of outdoor equipment, and the reward for it is great savings. See or call Lindy Equipment in Glidden today. Ball in play here as we start the fourth quarter. Into Fisher. The long three-pointer at the end of the third quarter by Walker was good, and that puts Guthrie Center on top, 70-63. Ball tipped out of bounds by Steenson. Walker will put it back in play into Ulrich. Ulrich with the ball out front, drives in. He'll kick it back to Langenfeld. Langenfeld into Maloney. Maloney's still turnarounder is good. Mike Maloney picks up his 6th point. Back to a 5-point ball game. 7:34 left to play here. Huffman's shot over Maloney is good. Walker with 17. Back to a 7-point Guthrie Center lead, 72-65. Ulrich down to Langenfeld. Langenfeld in the middle of Maloney. Maloney's pass is stolen away. Down court. Shot off the glass, no good. The follow-up by Walker is good. 9-point ball game here. 7:04 left to play in the ball game. 74-65 the score. Ulrich with the ball off to Fisher. Fisher drives, puts a shot that's in the up. An offensive foul called on Fisher as Walker slides in the lane.
Working underneath somebody. Working underneath somebody.
And Glidden Ralston will call timeout here. 6:55 left in the ball game. 74-65 your score. Guthrie Center on top. After the Glidden Ralston timeout, Guthrie Center will put the ball in play. Into Olson, the ball turned over. Michelson with the ball off to Douglas. Douglas will bring it quickly down court. Drive in the lane, puts a shot that's up off the glass and in. Grab Douglas. Steenson quickly down court. Off to Walker. Walker's long three-pointer from outside is good. A two-point shot, a two-pointer by Walker. 9-point ball game. Shot from outside by Fisher is good. Jeremy Fisher picks up his 20th point. Steenson with the ball back out to Kent. Kennan ball thrown away out of bounds. It belongs to the Wildcats. Glidden Ralston down by 7 with a chance to cut it to 5 or maybe 4. Douglas will put the ball into Ulrich. 6:11 to play here in the ball game. Ulrich will bring the ball across the timeline. In the corner to Langenfeld. Langenfeld into Michelson. Michelson drives, puts a shot off the glass. It's good. Michael Michelson, a good move to the basket. Ball in. Shot by Walker is good. And Glidden Ralston will bring the ball back down court. A 7-point Guthrie Center lead. 78-79. Walker, or Ulrich drives, puts a shot. Rod Ulrich Stevenson in the corner to Walker, cross court to Fisher with the steal. And Fisher has it stolen away. Stevenson right back the other way. Off to Olson, his shot partially blocked. The basket will count, a foul called on Michelson. Will put Olson at the free throw line to shoot one. Back to a 7-point Guthrie Center lead. 80-73 to score. Both teams in the bonus from here on out. And Jake Olson, playing with 4 fouls, will be at the free throw line to shoot one. Free throw is up, rolls around, and drops in. It's an 8-point Guthrie Center lead, 81-73. Langenfeld will bring the ball across the timeline, bounces it into Fisher. Fisher pulls up, puts a jump shot that's up and in. Jeremy Fisher with his 22nd point. In the corner, Walker drives, pulls up, puts a shot that's up and bounces around and rolls around, no good. Olson with the rebound. And Glidden Ralston brings it quickly down the timeline. Back out front to Fisher with the ball aside into Douglas. Douglas will drive, put a little reverse layup that's no good, gets his own rebound back, and he's going to be fouled. By Matt Olson. That'll be his 3rd foul, and we'll put Brad Douglas at the free throw line to shoot 2. Maloney will check back in. Langenfeld checks out for the Cats. 83-75 the score, an 8-point lead. 4:40 left here in the ballgame. Douglas's free throw is up, rolls around, no good. Second free throw coming. It's in. Douglas with his 24th point. Olson inbounds to Stevenson. Back to Olson. Olson gets it across to Kent. Kent bounce pass the ball stolen away by Ulrich. And he'll go off of his foot out of bounds, but it'll belong back to Guthrie Center. 83-76 to score. 4:32 to play in the ballgame. And Kent will put the ball in play into Olson, right back to Kent. Kent will take the three-pointer from outside. It's good. Kent with his 12th point. Back to a 10-point Guthrie Center lead. Guthrie Center going for the 3-point lead. Michelson is going to be called for traveling. Glidden Ralston will turn the ball over. Olson will inbound here. 4:17 and left in the ballgame. And Guthrie Center will call timeout here. And your score is Guthrie Center 86, Glidden Ralston 76. Timeout. They will put the ball in play. Olson to trigger the inbound. Olson into Kent. Bounces it in. Ball tipped around. And get it across to Kent. Kent will come down the lane, drives in, pulls up, puts a jump shot that's up off the iron, no good. And a foul called on Kent. And that'll put Rod Ulrich at the free throw line. That'll be the 4th team foul, or the 4th foul on Jacob Kent. And Rod Ulrich will be at the free throw line to shoot 2. 4:07 and left in the ball game. 10-point Guthrie Center lead. Ulrich with a chance to cut it to 8. Ulrich's first free throw is up off the iron, no good. Second free throw coming. It's good. Ulrich with 10 points tonight. Walker on the drive, pulls up, puts a shot, ball tipped around, right back to Walker. His shot is over, no good, and a foul going to be called on Walker. And that'll put Brad Douglas at the free throw line to shoot 2, I believe. Douglas with 4 minutes left here in the ball game. Jeremy Fisher will be at the free throw line. Fisher to shoot 2. Jody Bell will check in, replacing Mike Maloney. Jeremy Fisher to shoot 2. Fisher with 22. First one is up off the front of the iron, no good. Second free throw by Fisher is in. No basket. They will not count it. A line violation called against Fisher.
Jody.
Ball tipped out of bounds by Bell.
Now look at it.
Bell tipped the ball. Olson will put the ball in play. 4 minutes exactly left to play here in the ball game. Into Walker, across to Kent. He'll pull it back out front to Steenson. To Walker. Walker will drive around, pull up, put a shot over the air ball. No good. The ball out of bounds. It'll belong to the Wildcats. Matt Olson can't hang on to the ball. A 9-point Guthrie Center lead. 3:45 to play in the ball game. Fisher, three-pointer from outside is off the iron. No good. Steenson with the rebound. Quickly down court. Steenson into Olson. His shot is up and in. Jake Olson with his 21st bucket. And that puts Guthrie Center back to an 11-point lead, 88-77. Douglas with the ball back to Ulrich. Ulrich across to Fisher. Fisher into Michelson. Michelson drives, puts a shot that's up and in. Michael Michelson on a good strong move to the basket. Back to a 9-point Guthrie Center lead. 3:06 and counting. Steal by Douglas and a foul called. And that'll put Scott Steenson, or it'll put Jacob Kent at the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. With 3:04 left in the ball game. Maloney will check back in, replacing Jody Bell. Langenfeld will check in the ball game, replacing Jeremy Fisher. And Jacob Kent will still shoot 2 free throws. 3:04 left in the ball game. 9-point Guthrie Center lead. First one is up and in by Kent. 10-point Guthrie Center lead. Second free throw is up and off the iron. No good. Ball tipped around. Controlled by... Ball tipped around. Maloney off with a rebound off to Langenfeld. Down to Michelson. Michelson drives, puts a shot that's off the glass and good. Michael Michelson picks up his 11th point. And Walker brings it quickly down court for Cass out to this shot from outside. It's off the iron. No good. It'll go out of bounds. It's tipped back in and controlled by Steenson for Guthrie Center. And he's going to be called for traveling. That'll turn the ball back over to the Wildcats. An 8-point lead, 89-81 the score. And Douglas will put the ball in play. Ulrich will bring it across the timeline. 2:34 left. Back out front to Ulrich in the middle of Michelson. Michelson kicks it back to Langenfeld. His three-pointer from outside is off the iron. No good. Olson off with the rebound. Kent will bring it down court. 2:21 left in the ballgame. 8-point Guthrie Center lead. Walker across court to Kent. Kent will kick it back out to Steenson. Back to Kent. Into Olson. Guthrie Center taking time on the clock. 2:04 left here in the ball game. Into Steenson, off to Steenson. His shot is off the glass and good. Matt Olson picks up his 8 points. Back to a 10-point lead. Douglas drives, puts a shot that's off the glass, no good. The ball tipped around and controlled by Matt Olson. Off to Steenson. And Steenson will bring it down court here with 1:41 left in the ball game. 91-81 your score. Glidden Ralston trails by 10. And the ball will belong. The ball will belong to Gold. Ball will belong to the Wildcats here. 1:34 left and a 10-point Guthrie Center lead. Brad Douglas will inbound, and Glidden Ralston will call timeout here with 1:34 left. And your score, Guthrie Center 91, Glidden Ralston 81. Timeout, 1:34 left. Douglas puts it in play to Ulrich. Back to Douglas. Back to Ulrich. Ulrich's three-pointer from outside is off the glam. No good. Ball tipped around. Controlled by Olson. Off to Walker. The shot off the glass by Kent's good. And that should about wrap the ball game up here. 93 Douglas's three-pointer from outside is off the front of the iron. No good. Ball tipped around and controlled by... Ball tipped out of bounds by Guthrie Center. It'll belong to the Wildcats. 93-81 the score. 1:11 left in the ball game. Douglas's three-pointer from outside is good. Brad Douglas picks up a three-pointer to make it back to a 9-point ball game. 1:02 left in the contest. Into Olson. Olson's shot tipped away. Ulrich on the drive. He pulls up, puts a three-pointer that's up and in. Ron Ulrich with a three-pointer. Back to a 6-point Guthrie Center lead with 47 seconds to play. Langenfeld back to Steeson. Back to Walker. Walker, and he'll be fouled. And that'll send Walker to the free throw line to shoot two. With 39 seconds left, and Maloney will check in the ball game, replacing Bell. 39 seconds left, and Walker to shoot two. And Glidden Ralston will call timeout here with 39 seconds left, and trailing in the contest 93-87. 9 seconds with Ryan Walker at the free throw line to shoot two free throws. Guthrie Center up in the ball game by 6 points, 93-87. Walker with 23 tonight with a chance to add. Free throw is up and rolls off the back of the rim, no good. Second free throw by Walker coming. Free throw is up and in. Douglas inbounds to Fisher. Fisher will quickly bring it across the timeline. Pull up for the long three-pointer, and he's fouled by Kent. That'll be 5 on Kent. Or Stinson on Stinson, excuse me. Stinson with the foul. 4 on him, and that'll put Jeremy Fisher at the free throw line to shoot 3. 3 free throws here with 34 seconds left. Chance to cut the lead to 4 points. Fisher's first free throw is up off the front of the rim, no good. Fisher's second free throw is up also off the front of the rim, no good. Third free throw coming. Third free throw is up and in. Stinson will bring the ball down, have it almost stolen away, and a drive in by Kent. Douglas will pull up for a long three-pointer that will be up off the iron. No good, ball tipped around. 19 seconds left to play. Down court to Kent. His shot is off the glass, good. Ralston will turn the ball over. Your final score will be a 10-point margin. And Guthrie Center will put the ball in play with 8.6 seconds left. Back to Walker. Walker puts it in the corner, back out front to Stinson. Shot from outside is rolls around, no good. And Maloney with the rebound. Your final score will be Guthrie Center 98, Glidden Ralston 88. This has been a 10 TV Sports presentation filmed by John Johnson. Support these fine sponsors: Farm Bureau Insurance, First Brinkman, Lindy Equipment Company, First National Bank in Glidden, Schoen Lumber Company in Glidden, Chuck's Body Shop in Carroll, Glidden Oil Company of Glidden, the Glidden REC, Marketing Associates, Mackey Motors in Lake City, West Central Co-op, Casey's General Store, Carroll Today newspaper, and the Farmers Co-op elevator. Your final score again, Glidden Ralston losing a heartbreaker here tonight, 88-98 to the Guthrie Center Tigers, who go 6-0. Thank you for watching. The next broadcast will be next Tuesday night for a girls game, varsity only.